Yeah, I know where you at. I know where you at.
Yeah, my grandmother.
Yeah.
You got that nursing home up the
Yeah,
block?
I
Yeah,
lived
by
up
the
there for years. That's
yeah.
really my stepping. That's my stepping grounds right there. Look at that. That shit came out even. What you talking about? Look how off that shit
Oh
was,
shit,
bro.
yeah, yeah. Should look good now.
You going? Oh, that's what it is. You gonna have it like that with the stuff in the back, or you good?
What stuff?
That green stuff.
No, that shit gonna come out of there. You want it out of there? Get it out of there, bro. Tell me what you want, bro. Clear it up for you.
Yeah, I just send you another one, Jay.
All right.
Damn, this shit gotta be plugged in. This shit's too. Fuck. I guess we just gonna be live.
Let me see who I can recognize over here. Hold on, let me see. That's Kumo D, LL, Slick Rick. That's Ice
Slick
Cube.
Rick.
I can't recognize the one in the middle with the Scully on. That's Eminem. Is that Fab? Damn.
All right, I see.
Fire Snoop. That's Jay, Biggie, of course. Kanye. That's Run. That's Pop, Curtis Blow, KRS-One, Biggie. That Jam, I think that's Jam Master Jay. DMX. Drake.
All right, don't bump this table.
No.
I feel like I gotta take.
Oh, well, they got two Eminems.
You take leak for it?
That's Jay-Z again.
How much you got?
Yeah, it's already
Rakim.
after 5:30.
I'm gonna come right here.
Oh, okay, you ready?
I want to make sure I get that.
Jeezy.
You got 2 minutes if you can use the bathroom. If
All
you
right,
can make
it's
it in 2
upstairs?
minutes, yeah. Take that key right there. That say men.
This one. Okay.
That say men on it, right? Or woman.
This one.
I take the one upstairs. The first bathroom.
You got your bathroom?
No, I'm good.
I don't like that light.
Yeah, I'll send you the other one, fam.
Other one?
Yeah. You're gonna be like, damn, I remade something, a classic.
A classic. It's
Yeah,
hot.
I be doing that, man. We remaking classics and updating them, man.
Yo, how that camera look? I don't like that smoke they got over there. Nah, I don't like that smoke light. That shit's smoke. I don't like it. It looks like it got a color in it. You know what I'm saying? Like something is
Yeah,
over
something
there.
smoky. You said in the upper corner?
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
So we probably just do 2 though, if I can, because we probably pressed for time. I want to get how I look now. Better?
Oh, way better.
That shit was dirty like that, bro?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, way better. See?
Yeah.
That whole screen is clear.
Man, see that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Microphone. Let me get this over here. Get this guy ready to go. I don't need that. Get this over here. This is his phone. Get that over there. Me over here. This microphone ready. Yellow. 1 2 1 2. How come I can't hear him? 1 2 1 2. 1 2.
You can't hear that. Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
All right, there we go.
All right. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Fain. That's the name of it.
You said what? What you said?
Mike Fain. That's the one. That's the third one I sent you.
You just sent me Mike Fink.
Yeah.
Send it to me again. I don't see the shit.
Do it.
All right. Oh, there you go.
Y'all already know what it do. It's your boy Brother Rama. We here, Bars and Hoop Radio, Mr. Flip. We here, man. We gonna flip on y'all niggas today, man.
No question about that.
Okay. Shout out to my guy DJ Weddy Wolf. Just fixed up my car.
Let's hold that. You know what I'm saying? All right, we about to go live and
We We got that groundhog gear on. Y'all see
I
us.
already know.
Y'all see us, man. See what it do? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. What up? Shout out Diamond Lisa. What's good? We here. You already know what it is. Bars and hoops. Annie Hard Knock Life. What's up? Know what I'm saying? Miss Gigi, baby. What's goody? Word. Shout out the whole squad that's in it. You're. Uh-huh. Hard Knocks Life Radio TV. You already know what it is. That's a fact. Diamond Lisa, what's goody? Good to see you the other day in the Bronx, man. Appreciate you catching that footage for me killing that stage. You heard? I got Blue Diaz in here with me right now.
Let's go,
You know
let's
what I'm
go.
saying? Mr. Flip, you already know. Yeah,
What's
you
up,
see
what's
him?
up, what's
Y'all
good,
see him with
what's
that
good,
groundhog
what's good,
gear
what's
on?
good? Y'all already know.
Uh-huh. You see him with the shirt and the hat?
Y'all already
Y'all know about
kid.
that. Only one Mamacita was good.
Let's
My
go.
Transit Tech alumni. Yeah. Remember, y'all, don't forget, vote for me. You know what I'm saying? I could win that Rolling Stone article in that 50 G's, you heard? America's Next Top Hit Maker, man. I just sent the link out like crazy. I need everybody to vote for me, man, please. I'm in the top 10. I'm now going into the top 5. I'm number 2 in the top 10, and I'm going into the top 5. I need to be number 1. I'm number 2 right now, but I need everybody to keep voting. You can do a free vote every day. You ain't got to spend no money. It's money donations, but you can vote for me once free every day. I need y'all to do that, man. I need to win that 50 racks. I need to be in that Citizens Global Festival, and I need to be in the Rolling Stone magazine. You heard? And don't forget Lucy the movie out right now. It's called America's Next Top Hitmaker. When I get off this live, I'm gonna send you the link, but I got the links posted up on Mad Joint. If you hit the bio, in my bio, it'll say Vote for Worldorama. You know what I mean? In my link tree, go to my bio, and my link tree, it'll say Vote for Worldorama. And you can do a free vote every day for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the top 10, and now we vote to get me in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of people involved. I'm number 2. Yeah, Explore Tours, we outside. Yeah, I'm saying we setting up some shit too, Annie, so we could start going to Baltimore and Philly and DC and Baltimore and, you know what I mean? Everywhere, man. Delaware, all that.
What's this shit?
I can't really send the link right now because we on the joint.
We live. We still live. Keep talking.
You already know what it is, man. We here, man. People know what time it is. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Flip podcast. It's your boy Worldorama, Groundhog TV podcast. You see he got on the Groundhog TV podcast hat. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Beauty Everlasting. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you. For real. Always got to celebrate your birthdays. So that's the anniversary of your life. You heard? Celebrate that. Happy birthday to you and many more. You heard?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? I'm in the building. Y'all already know what it is. This is Mr. Flip. I'm definitely in the building, man. Check it, man. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back. I always say that, man. We got a special guest in the building. Make sure y'all like and share. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like and share. You know what I'm saying? I got one of the hottest rappers that's in the building right now, man. I appreciate for him showing me love, man. He's in the building, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. You know what I'm saying? So people know if you want to ask any questions, call 516-206-0711. Guffo.
You already know what it is. Your boy Worldorama, Groundhog TV podcast. Groundhog TV is in its 21st year of existence in New York City. And now Groundhog TV podcast now comes on Sundays 4:30 to 6:30 and Thursdays 10 to midnight on S Street Media, YouTube, Rough Riders Radio, Spotify, iHeart, Podcaster, and a bunch of other different platforms, man. Just Google Groundhog TV podcast or Google Worldorama, and I'm everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the movie out right now, Lucy the Movie. Y'all can see the full-length movie, LucyTheMovie.com. That's LOOSEY, the movie. I got the new song off the soundtrack called Everything Burns, produced by GQ Beats. It's out right now as well, all streaming platforms.
Yeah, so y'all heard it first, man. You know, I appreciate you coming up here, man. It's
Thanks
real.
for having me, man.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it, man. But you definitely in the building. I definitely like that,
and
man.
we got that groundhog gear on.
I got the grind hard. Y'all look
Yeah.
real good. I got it on. I
fact.
even got the hat, man. My
Yeah.
brother blessed me about 4 months ago.
That's a
It's
fact.
been a while, right?
Craig
It's been
Gable
about
was
4
good.
months. Shout out to all the peoples over there. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the people that be
People
tuning in
over there.
on my YouTube lives.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, when I go live on YouTube, it be anywhere between 300 to 10,000 people watching. Shout out to Colors Award Show yesterday. She gave me an award. It was 750 people watching last night. G-Dep performed. You know what I'm saying? So DJ Scenario from Power 105 was in the building. My dude, Uncle Ike Floyd performed last night too. His hit on the beat. Everybody's dancing. It was lit, man. I support Colors. So shout out to all of the people that be tuning in on my lives when I go live, because I come to some people's events and there don't be that many people there sometimes. But when I go live, it's always thousands of people or hundreds of people watching. So thank you to all of the fans that show me love, because it ain't always the people that you know that's going to show you the love. It's going to be the people that don't know you that's going to show you the most love. Yeah, definitely. Drop a ball on that.
Now, this is Mr. Flip Raw Talk Podcast. Y'all can catch me every Saturday from 5 to 6. Make sure y'all follow Mr. Flip. Mr. Flip 23rd on Instagram.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like and share. And if y'all want to call in, man, 516-206-0711. We're going to get some questions asked, man. I'm going to get right into it, man. Last time Drama Bomb was in the building, for some reason, man, I wasn't able to get, you know, what I wanted to get, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh.
For all y'all listening right now, let's get it popping, man. Make sure y'all like and share. I'm just going to give y'all a little taste of what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it popping on Mr. Flip Raw Talk Podcast. And listen, I'm going to keep it official, right? I'm going to keep it official. Drama Rama, he's rolling with me. So when you see Mr. Flip, you see Drama Rama.
That's right. And
Now,
then it's
I got
okay.
my
You can
man
call me
now.
Drama Rama.
I like Drama Rama,
Yeah.
but
Call it. Yeah,
you
whatever.
know, I
man.
like
It's
Drama
okay.
Rama because it's drama and it's a Rama. You know what I'm saying? But for those two people that you want to shout out to get the correct name,
Yeah, it's
give
World
them
Rama.
it's World Rama. I like
World
Drama
Rama.
Rama.
It's okay. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Rama.
But I respect the game
I
and
can
go to
rhyme with
World
the drama.
Rama.
Nah,
You know
the
what I
drama
mean?
Rama.
You know, so those who listen, he never stopped me from
Lonnie,
saying.
what's up?
He never stopped me from saying Drama Rama.
Nah.
He never stopped me at all. So those who's listening, he never said, "Yo, Flip, man, this is World Rama,
Nah.
man." So he's comfortable with it, man.
If I
so
rock
that's
with
cool
you, I'm
with
not
it.
going to say, yo, chill, you saying my name wrong, because I know it's not out of malice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get the name differently, but I know when people saying it and they not saying it correct, then I got to, you know what I'm saying, flex and be like, yo, nah, chill, that ain't my name.
Right,
It's all
right,
good.
right.
You know, you family, so it's all good.
It's all
Drama
good,
Rama
but
is
it's
all
all right
good.
for corrections, right? It's
Yes,
all right for
yes.
that. But as we've been talking for quite a while, you know what I'm saying, I always call you Drama Rama. And Drama
fact.
Rama has always been,
I'm cool with
I
it.
never been checked to be like, yo, Flip, call me World Rama. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But-
anybody call me World of Drama or Drama Rama?
So whoever, if y'all been calling home World Rama, stay with that.
yeah.
Don't change anything.
Don't
Keep
try
it the
it.
same way.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I'm
Only
family.
family could call
I'm
me.
family, so I can do that, man.
Shout out to my dude, DJ
Yeah.
Duke Live out of Radio 1, Talk Heavy
Bang.
Radio out of Baltimore.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying? He called me World Drama. He be like, yo, World Drama.
He call you World Drama?
Yeah, he called me World Drama. So I'm good with
Okay,
that. That's
okay,
my
okay,
family.
okay.
That's Groundhog out there in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to all my people that be saying, dude. That's how they pronounce their D's. Dude. Yo, Shout
So,
out DJ Duke. Word.
Let's get straight into it, man. Like, I know you've been rapping for a while, man. How
My whole
long?
life.
How long you been rapping?
My whole life. Actually, I kind of really started rapping in like '89 after Lady of Rage left and went to Cali. Cause like I said before, I started dancing for her. A lot of the MCs that's really dope nowadays, they kind of started off as dancers, hip hop dancers.
Right.
And I was one of them. So it was me and Young. We was Young World dancers. We was dancing for Lady of Rage when she came from Virginia to New York. Well, her manager / dude she was rocking with, shout out to Russian Black, aka Shakim. He was managing her, and somehow her music got into Dre's hands over there in Cali back in the late '80s, and he brought up over there to Cali, and the rest is history. So from that, since I wasn't dancing for an artist no more, I helped one of the DJs that I started with get a set of turntables for him.
Right.
His name is DJ Mr. Sinister, and he wound up being one of the biggest sought after DJs He was signed to Loud Records when Mob and Wu-Tang was signed. They was in a crew called the Executioners. Rest in peace, DJ Rock Raider. And Sinister did the cuts on Resurrection for Common. He did a couple of cuts on a lot of different big people's albums and stuff like that. And we started off with him. It was me and Pliz. We was Ill Distraction. Mr. Sinister was the DJ. And from there, so that was like 1989, 90. So it's now 2024. So that's what, 35 years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been rapping for 36 years. So
now let's go back and talk about you said Lady Rage?
Lady of Rage, roughing stuff with my Afro.
Oh, okay,
puffs.
okay. And she been around since the 90s, right?
Yeah, the
She's been
80s.
around-
But she was
the 80s,
she was
right?
doing her thing to get on since the 80s.
Right.
But you know, when Dre scooped up all of them, that was in the, you know what I mean, the early 90s.
Yeah. So basically, like, so you in a dance class, like, how did that work out where you was able to meet her? Like, how did that
Well,
work out?
again, like I said, when she came from Virginia to Queens to New York, because everybody back in the days, everybody had to come to New York. Back then,
Right.
The South wasn't the mecca of hip hop. New York was. So everybody from the South was trying to get to New York to make something happen.
Right.
So she came out here. She was messing with my guy Black Russian, and you know he was moving her around in the game, trying to make shit happen. Shout out to my guy Sonny Hassan, everybody that if you know, you know. And somebody got her tape to Dre somehow. You know what I mean? They say the story because if you look online and it's a story about Lady of Rage and how she, you know what I'm saying, got her music got to Dre through a different couple people. I think it has something to do with Eric B or Eric B brother.
Right.
Or somebody had wound up getting it out there and she flew out there and the rest is history. And that left me as a dancer, hip hop dancer, and you know, we started trying to rap. And at that time, my DJ, Mr. Sinister, he didn't have no turntables.
Right.
So my boy Taboo, my day one, he had a set of turntables that he got from his Uncle Sonny, he got them from somebody, but he wasn't using them. He was a little kid with a set of Gemini 1200s. He didn't know what to do with them, and we knew Sinister was trying to DJ and he needed turntables. So I was like, yo, my nigga Taboo from the building got a set of turntables.
Okay.
Let's get those over here. So we brought those down to him, and me and Pliz used to practice rapping in front of Sinister's grandmother's house in her front foyer of the house. And as he was practice cutting up, me and Pliz was practicing rhyming. And that's how I got dope. You know what I'm saying? And it was practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying?
So those who was actually listening, you know, World of Rama is, you know, he's just not a rapper.
Yeah.
You know, he's a businessman.
Facts.
I'm not sure if he's still dancing though.
Well, you know, in some of the videos you'll see me moving, but I'm way bigger now, so I don't be doing all of that stuff. Like I can't do all them flips and all that. I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot older now, so but I still love hip hop music. I still love the culture. This is my religion. You know what I mean? And
What's up, Jess? I see you.
that's a fact. And I'm never gonna give it up. You know what I mean? Like I do it because I love it.
Right.
And I appreciate all of the fans that be tuning in and showing love and letting me know whether it's good or it's bad comments. Like I still be paying attention. And I appreciate everybody, you know what I mean? Because I've been doing this for my whole life. So anything you've been doing for your whole life, you got to be good at it. So I know some people be like, oh, he's the oldest dude, the older rapper and stuff. But I'm out rapping a lot of y'all dudes.
Right. Y'all hear that?
I'm out rapping a lot of y'all, man. And I can do it off the top of my head, say whatever I want, and it's still going to sound flyer than a lot of y'all niggas written stuff. So I'm never going to stop doing this. And when I make records, they all hits. If you go on YouTube and you type in World of Rama, what up, Keish? And you type in World of Rama and just listen to a World of Rama playlist and it go through like a lot of my records, my videos, like yo, it's a good listen. It's actually a platinum listen.
So for those people who don't know you, right? How do they find you? Like to
just Google World of Rama or Google Grind Hard. See, when you Google Grind Hard TV, it's so many people that's running with Grind Hard this and Grind Hard that, so it'd be a little bit harder to find me when you type in. If you go to YouTube and you type in Grind Hard Television, then I'll pop up because I was kind of late to YouTube because I was on TV.
Right. So you also are acting too.
Yes, I'm acting in a movie right now. Right. The movie is called Lucy. The movie is about cigarettes, like loose cigarettes, and the sale of cigarettes on the black market back in the days. Shout out to Kyron Hodges. He's the producer along with Shay from Show Up Studios. Right. They produced it and shit like that. Oh, can we curse it?
Just keep it brief. Just keep it a little bit. Keep it a little bit, you know.
Yeah. So and I'm acting in that. I play a character Black, and I'm in a lot of scenes. I'm on the soundtrack. My song is called Everything Burns, produced by GQ Beats. and it's out right now. And actually, I've been speaking to Tawana yesterday, and
Right.
we working on me getting in this movie called In the Beginning. We trying to see if I still got that role as Abraham in that. So
Right.
I got Lucy the movie out right now, and I'm potentially working on playing Abraham in a movie called In the Beginning with Tawana. She's the only female S1W from back in Public Enemy days. So shout out to her. We had a nice little talk yesterday at Colors event.
So you already know, man, he got a lot to talk about. World Rama's in the
Yeah,
building,
it's a
man. This is Mr. Flip Raw Talk Podcast.
That's
Y'all
a
already
fact.
know what it is. Y'all can
Right.
catch me every Saturday from 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at my shirt.
Yep.
Take a good look.
Yep. His shirt and his
All right?
hat.
Y'all see that?
Shirt and
I'm
hat.
in the building because this is unity, man.
Yeah.
One hand wash the other, man.
That's
Y'all
right.
already know.
That's
All
right.
right? The shirt look new. I ain't gonna lie, I had to squeeze into it because I gained a couple of weights. I
Were you
gained
on
weight
vacation?
since. No, it's just been a bunch of bullshit going on, man, and I gained a couple of weights, man. The shirt is a little tight, but you know what? I squeezed that on.
No,
the
you
hat is
fitting it.
fine.
You fitting it.
It's got a little
You
fit in there, right? You know what I'm
That's it.
saying?
You know what I mean? Girls like
But,
big dudes.
you
Don't
know,
worry about it.
Yeah, I got you.
Girls like big dudes, man. Only the big ones like the skinny guys, but the girls like the regular
Right.
side girls, they like big dudes. They want to be protected. They want to feel safe. They want to be warm when they cuddling with us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's nothing wrong with being big, but you gotta be healthy. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be healthy.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta be healthy.
Your blood pressure gotta be right. Your cholesterol, your sugar intake, and all that. So it's nothing wrong with being
That
big,
stuff
but you
is
gotta
very
watch what you
serious.
eat. And because
Very serious.
we older now, so I be going to the doctor a lot. I got A1 insurance. My insurance is A1. So when I walk in there, they're like, "Oh, excuse me, Mr. Bryant, come on in." Yeah, my
Right.
joint is official. So I get everything checked out, make sure that my blood pressure and everything is good. So they told me my joint was a little wacky, so I'm working on it now. I cut back on drinking and a lot of other stuff. I don't eat a lot of carbs and sugar and all of that. I be trying to chill, but when it's summertime now, it's hot. We be out doing stuff, so every once in a while I may have a little drink here and there, but ultimately I cut back on all of that because the purpose of me doing this music stuff is to do it as long as I possibly can and live.
And it's something you love. It's something you love to do, right?
I know they say get rich or die trying, but I don't want to die trying before I get rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. And a lot of us brothers, we dying from heart attacks and strokes and shit like that.
That's 100. That's 100.
So you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to put it out there on the show right now. You know what I mean? That if you got high blood pressure or high cholesterol or high sugar, watch what you eat, man. It ain't just about working out. You can work out and try to look all physically fit, but your insides could be horrible. So make sure that you watching what you eat. It's about diet. It ain't just exercise. It's the exercise too, but diet. Watch what you eating, man.
Right.
With extra fried this and jerk that and extra salt on this and that. Yo, that will send you to the grave, man, ASAP. You know what I mean? So watch what you do, man. That's a little public service announcements from World Rama.
See, this is what I like to hear, man. This guy is focused on everything, man. He ain't just talking about rap. He's not just talking about acting. He's also talking about health, and health is very important.
That's wealth.
I mean, a lot of signs, man, and even just to tap on the health a little bit, when your body starts to act out, you get little signs.
Yeah.
You have to pay, and we don't pay them things attention.
People be
A
got
lot of
little
times
headaches.
we don't.
They all be
Because it
sore.
become normal.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to push it,
Or
right?
you just want to
Right.
brush it off and think it's just gonna go away.
Right.
It ain't gonna go away. That's like when somebody tell me, "Oh, my tooth is killing me. My nerve is feeling like I got hit in the face." That means you waited too long to take care of that tooth. Because
Right.
once that nerve start acting up, that means you already felt whatever was wrong with that tooth, or you was getting signs, and you just kept
Right.
brushing it off, taking Anbesol, taking aspirin, pain relievers. But now you can't take pain relievers to stop that pain. Because once that tooth is affecting your nerve up to your brain, it ain't no taking no pain relievers now. It's not. You got to go get that joint either root canal or get it pulled out or filling or whatever. You can't keep brushing off what your body is telling you is wrong with it.
And that's 100, man. That's real, man. And sometimes we don't want to face reality. A lot of people, when we go through certain pain, it's me too. Sometimes, I mean, I'm a guy who's staying in a doctor, but
Yeah,
it's just little signs
we all
that
procrastination.
yeah,
We all
it's definitely little
procrastinate
signs,
stuff.
man.
We
Where
we gotta, as older men.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I know when we young, we want to, mess around and just brush stuff off. But as older men, we got to pay attention to these signs.
Right.
And we got to be out here to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We got to live long. I got seeds, and I want to see them get married and you know what I'm saying, and do things in life. You know what I mean? Like I want to be around for that. That's important.
So what do you want to tell the younger generation as far as an upcoming artist? You know,
I think the younger generation
what's
just
the
stop
message?
killing each other, man. Y'all are our young soldiers. Y'all see everybody on the news talking about it may be a World War III and all of this stuff that's going on, and the ICE is taking people, and all of these people is banding together to go against the regime. Yo, us as black people, and I'm speaking on us as black people because Juneteenth just passed. Yo, we gotta stop killing each other recklessly, my nigga. Word, for real. It's really corny to me.
I mean, I
telling
speak
you.
on it, but again, there's a level where I think what's happening now is that we can't get through. It's like the generation got to just pass through. And I know it's bad to say because, you know, no one, well, basically on my side, no one's listening, right? So you can't go to a youngster and be like, yo, put the weapon down, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to live a better life. They're not trying to hear it. It's
Yeah.
going. What I mean by that is going to have to go through a phase, and that phase is probably going to be death and jail.
Yeah.
That's going to be the phase. It's a shame that we still caught up in this. You know, it's terrible, but it was a time when we all played a part of it,
Yeah.
and then we was judged the same way. So the system and a lot of things that play a part with that, man, affects black people. Now, some black people will say, look, man, you still have that opportunity, you still have a choice, you still have this. But at some point, it's been embedded into the grandfathers, the grandmothers. It's just, we got to come up out of it. So it's not an easy thing. You know, when I look at the kids now, I'm like, yo, y'all doing crimes and the camera is right there. Yo, how dumb can you be?
Exactly.
The camera is right there.
And I remember back then when I was younger in school and they were saying how in the future there's going to be the watching eye. And I never really understood what they was talking about, but slowly but surely they started implementing cameras for everything. You know what I'm saying? Then when cell phones started getting bigger, when cell phones first came out, it wasn't about no pictures or nothing. It was just call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then they started adding pictures to it, and now they got everything. It's GPS, it's all of that. Because back in the days, a lot of these kids don't know, there used to be GPS systems that you put in your car,
right,
and then you had a cell phone. There was no GPS in the cell phone. So now they just upgrading the technology. So now it's like you can't do nothing and get away with it. And I'm speaking from experience.
So what do you think is the problem, right? It's not because
the problem is that our young youth is so programmed now to drill and spin the block on each other that nowadays the white people that was killing us back then, they looking at it as, oh, y'all doing it yourselves. We don't need to do this no more. All we gotta do is drop guns and liquor in the communities and let y'all have at it and go crazy. But I don't understand why these young boys want to kill their brother so bad. But because when the police come, y'all throwing y'all guns and running. So what are you really tough? I don't get it. Like you can run down on your boy. And another thing about that too, that I'm gonna change the topic. Instagram too. Y'all be acting like y'all don't want none of that on y'all platform, and every time you say something that go against y'all policies, y'all want to block and shadow ban people's stuff. But y'all clearly show these young boys running down on other dudes and killing them. I done seen so many people get killed on Instagram from the young boys spinning the block. But yet if I comment on something that Instagram don't like, y'all want to block my channel. So y'all can show us killing each other on Instagram, but I can't make a comment on something.
I think the focus is to a lot of crimes is on
Glaze
social
MC
media.
Stuff.
It's like more like, hey, if you see something or if you know that person, they want you to be a snitch. So when they put this footage on there, you know, and you see somebody get killed, you got to remember the cops play a big role in that. So they want to see if anybody know anything, anybody want to comment. So
that was a good way to spin it, but I don't think.
But it might not have nothing to do with Instagram. It's just, you know, they put things out. If a lot of people who get arrested go to jail because of social media, they go right to it. What idiot that can rob a bank, a broke bum, I'm gonna call it how I see it, and flashing money, thousands, on social media. Only they're gonna do is say they're gonna investigate this guy. No, he's up to no good. He don't have a job. He don't have any money, and all of a sudden he's flashing this money, and now they're gonna go get him. So that's how easy it is.
But that's a good way to spin on it.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put a spin on it.
But the thing is, it's like I want to really know what they're thinking. Like when you know the cameras is out there, you know, these cops is doing a hell of a job now. It's not like back in the days, man. Like they find
It's not that they're doing a hell of a
24
job. It's
jobs.
that they got a lot of paid informants down with them, and
But one
they
of the
got
paid
cameras.
informants, is social media.
Yes.
So if you comment on something and say, look, man, yo, I seen that dude. You know what I mean? Then they'll say, you got a warrant, and they'll pull you in there and say, yo, we don't want you, we want this guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They just want you to say, yo, I saw him here, he's talked to that girl. So social media is a platform that makes a lot of arrests.
Yeah, you got a point there.
You know, they put the camera on, they don't know who that person is, and people will comment. Don't comment in.
But with that, all right. Now, with that being said, I don't want to say
Uh-huh.
sound hypocritical, but I'm gonna say what it is because I'm an adult and
Right.
it's real. So if social media and them posting people getting killed on social media is a way of these dudes getting caught, then so be it. Then so be it.
Right,
Because
but
I'm not jacking us killing each other like that.
But here's the problem, right? They don't care if they get caught. See, this is where the problem is. See, you might care, but they don't care. It's going to take them about 15, 20 years to realize that this shit is real.
It seemed like some of these young boys want to go to jail because it's like a pastime thing. It's like when you in the streets and you wilding and you doing whatever.
Right.
I think when you go to get a case and you go to jail for a little while, it feels like college now. Like, yeah, I made it. I went to jail. So now I'm back. Because we celebrate dudes coming home from jail so much that when a dude come home from college, graduating from college, it ain't no big party. Like, for instance, the guy from Supreme Team. Damn, I forgot his name or whatever. But Prince. He just came home. They just had this big giant party for him and everything like that, celebrating him. But yo, that guy went away for 19 bodies.
But here's the thing with that, right? It's crazy to say, but that's what's selling. And if they could reverse everything, you know, they're not talking about 15 and 16-year-olds that graduated with their masters. They're not talking
There's a lot of that.
like that because that's not selling. What's selling is crime and people who went to jail and did all these things. That's what's selling. So where's the money at? People going for the money. I seen 50 Cent ex-baby mother talking now.
Yeah.
And she started talking.
I ain't gonna front. I think Diddy getting out. He
You
gonna
know.
be found not guilty this week. He is.
It's all a game, man. And
It is. Not saying he wasn't wrong for the stuff that he did, but the charges that they hastily went after him for, that's not what they could prove in court. So Diddy getting out. And I think R. Kelly should get out too.
And the problem with that is that it's a scary thing, man, because it's up to the jury.
And the jury gonna say
So the jury cannot understand things right and be like, yo, I would take it to me, don't put me on no jury. Because if I had heard all that shit there, regardless on what they can prove or not, I would still have it on my heart, man. That's a fucked up nigga. I'm gonna be straight with you. Just taking me off the whole case. All that shit I heard, you know, and it's crazy. I'd probably be like,
so you saying, regardless if they not proving their case on what they got him charged for, the fact that those are human beings and they hearing all of this foul stuff about him, that they're gonna find him guilty? You feel that way? Because I feel like they're gonna find him innocent.
If it was me,
he's guilty.
I'm
I'm saying, this is a podcast. This is a public opinion.
Yeah, this is it. If I was, there's nothing that I can look at and say that I wouldn't be able to separate the proof and then all the allegations and all the stuff that really happened, right?
Right.
That will get in the way of me believing what they can prove or not. Because I think the case is all about proving, was he this kind of guy? I heard the other day that they proved the RICO. You know, RICO is a thing, but you know, allegedly I heard that. I don't know how sure, but it might not be true. But then I would hear somebody else say that they didn't prove anything. But
I heard a lot of people
there was a guy
that was out there because a lot of our podcasting peers.
Right.
They be at this joint every day, and I be watching on their channel because that's my job as a podcaster and a media content creator. If I'm not there, I gotta watch the people's stuff that's there and see what they're saying. So when I get on the show and I talk about it and give my opinion, I at least have some knowledge of it and I could, go back to a point like, yo, well, this happened there, and I'll play something that somebody said that was there at the trial, and then I'll give my opinion on it. I'm just not gonna willy-nilly say something about something that I know nothing about. If you ask me about something and I don't know, I'll be like, I don't really know about that.
And then you have AI, which is tricking people to believe that it's one thing. But let's touch on R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He's saying that, the feds is trying to kill him. I was trying to read up on for what cause.
Honestly, I feel like this. I feel like what R. Kelly did with them parents sending their daughters to him to like try to become stars, and he's actually having sex with these young girls like that. The time that he spent in jail, that was the time for that. I feel like he has an issue himself, sexual assault issues, and he's now being a predator on how he was predatored upon. It just so happens that he's a big, rich, talented celebrity. So bad people is going to send their kids to him or turn a blind eye to what he was doing. But I feel like he served his time. He served his time. He served his time.
And when I look back on that, right, I'm like, when we go back, parents is more stricter. They more strict back then.
Yeah, but back then
I don't see.
But those was the same parents that was sending their daughters to him and saying, "Yeah, make her a star." He giving them a check for 70, 80 grand, and they're like, "All right, she could stay here with you. She could live up in this house with you while you mold her into being an artist." They didn't realize, or if they did think that he was possibly doing something with them, they was turning the other blind eye too, because they wanted their child to be a star, and they was happy with that check that they got. So they knew. A lot of people knew. Like, I know, I'm glad you brought that up. I don't like all of these bodyguards that's coming forth now and telling all of their stories about what they saw in the time of Blind Eye. I don't like that. Gene Dill, all of these guys, like y'all let a lot of kids get molested because y'all was there and y'all could have stopped it and said something about it before, but y'all didn't, because y'all liked that lifestyle. Y'all liked working for them celebrities, and y'all liked getting that money. But y'all knew when y'all was blocking those rooms that nobody else could get in, and y'all knew what these guys was doing with these dudes and these women in there, and that they was drugging them with they tainted champagne bottles and giving them this ecstasy or these different type of tranquilizer drugs and this baby oil. Y'all knew what was going on. For y'all to come out now, all of these years later, and be telling y'all stories, y'all are just as guilty as Diddy. Y'all are just as guilty as R. Kelly. Y'all are just as guilty. Because y'all were security guards. Y'all were men of power. Y'all were enforcing things for these guys. So y'all could have stopped that and let it be known then. It shouldn't have been just Jaguar Wright speaking up back then and getting blackballed. It shouldn't have been just all of these people, these people, singers or whoever that was in the game, speaking up, and then now they get blackballed and you don't hear about them. And then 20 years later, all of these security guards is now coming out, getting on everybody's podcast, telling their story of what happened. Yeah, the stories are intriguing, but how were you there watching this and letting it happen?
But the thing is, back then, I look at I'm not agreeing with no underage girl. Let me just put that on the table first.
Right.
But in the 90s, things were different.
Yeah, young girls were.
There was a bunch of shit going on. Nobody paid no attention to it.
Right.
And people just went on with their lives. Now, if it wasn't a money thing, see, money is the root of all evil. You got to remember this. Yeah, money is the root of all evil. If these guys was broke, and they didn't have any money, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yep, like with Cassie. Right. Cassie was dealing with the guy Ryan Leslie. He was trying to get her going. She was 18, turning 19. Right. She brought him around Diddy. Diddy saw something in her, like he was liking her, whatever. And then next thing you know, she stopped messing with that guy and went with Diddy. And even while she was with Diddy, she crept with a bunch of other dudes. So she's not all as innocent as everybody think. Oh, she's such the victim. All right, granted, she got beat up in that hotel all them years ago that they hid and they knew about it, but nobody said nothing, and now they wanted to bring it out. But she stayed even after that. So that video was so many years ago, but yet in so many Grammy Awards and all of these different award shows, she was right there with him. You can't tell me if she was able to go out and sleep with some other dude on Diddy to where he had to blow up their car or do something to them, she could have left and been with somebody else. She didn't have to stay. But you know what? When you with a big mogul like that, that's very rich and famous, and that can do things for your career or let you live a lifestyle that you can't live on your own, she stuck around on her own.
Well, money can blind certain people. Yeah. money can blind certain
Also,
people.
women,
You gotta-
young women
and-
are very influential.
And
too.
you got to remember, you got to stay out of certain places, right? Some people say, you know what, I'm not partying with Puff. Now, you got to remember,
God,
like,
tell them no.
the party probably was like a ritual, all expensive stuff around service like you never seen before.
Right.
So I think there's a different way when you look at, you know, we might look at it and might be like, nah, fuck that, I ain't going to that.
Mm-hmm.
But it might have been a party where you felt like you was someplace else, like someplace like I wouldn't say paradise, but like maybe made the people feel like they were in paradise.
Well, it
Like
would,
you're
it would
partying
seem
for
like
3
that.
days, you're getting high, you having sex, you just having this great time, and no one is talking about it back then. Everybody's just going to the party. No one's talking about it because everybody's having a great time. Here's the
Until
thing.
3 o'clock hit.
I think this is what happened, right? When they got that video, it's either you're gonna go against Puff or you're gonna get charged with that RICO. A lot of people don't look at things like that.
Right.
In my opinion, I think that all the witnesses that they have, like you said earlier, they was part of that.
Correct.
You know, so they knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see people telling the story, I do believe that some of the people helped this come where it's at. But okay, if this guy talking, you know what? He was there when this happened. We got him on video. Have him come in and testify against Puff. Or you get charged with a RICO because you took this person here, you took that person there, you were there.
Mm.
So, in my opinion, a lot of people who's going against him, if they had did a RICO, they would have been part of that. That's just my opinion,
Right.
right? So either go to jail or testify. This is why all these witnesses was just coming. This coming. They all got a piece of that pie. Puffy was giving away thousands to these people to be quiet.
Yeah, he was definitely
And
sending a lot.
It's a lot of people he probably gave money to that you never even heard about, just to keep everything quiet.
Right.
Money is the root of all evil and is going to shut people off. Now, let me just switch it to the other side. You got car accidents. You got people suing. Even though you're wrong, people give away money. You sign a, what do they call that?
NDA.
Yeah, and then you shut your mouth, and then the money, you take the money and go. So is Puffy the guy who starts doing this at first, or is he learning this from someplace else,
Well, I can
or
tell you
someone
this much.
else?
I feel like Puffy was groomed by Andre Harrell,
Mm-hmm.
and he was groomed by, to me, this is my opinion.
Right.
I think when he got in the game, because Heavy D brought him in the game. Heavy D died a long time ago, so we don't really know how deep Heavy D was in the situation. But when he came,
What's up, Tisha?
Heavy D came in the game, and then I know Andre Harrell and Clive Davis and all these guys groomed him because they knew that he was a hungry intern that was every day traveling from,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, his college over there in Howard University to come out there and work for free. So they knew that, yo, this guy, he'll do whatever. We could get him to do whatever we want him to do. And like I said before, a person that was molested, they now turns into a molester. Somebody that's a predator, they were predatored on before. They were the prey. You know what I'm saying? So Puffy was predator. He was preyed on, and they was like, well, you want to have this, or you want to be a part of this, or you want to do this, well, you got to do this. And from what I'm hearing from being in the game for a while, this is how they get you. They'll get you somewhere alone, and they'll see. Puffy took it to another level because he was just drugging people and doing shit to them, and then showing them the video of it later. But back then, they were presenting it to you like a guy would have you drunk at a party with him, or have you in a limo, and then they would whip out their meat or something and say, well, look,
That's just
if you want to
crazy.
do this, you got
That's
to do
just
this.
crazy.
I didn't heard a lot of these stories. A lot of these stories, man. I did a lot. So I've been hearing about this for the longest. And I think that's one of the reasons why myself personally, I've never really signed a major deal and been really in cahoots with these guys because I was never with that. You know what I mean? I've been in the game for a while, and I've been around a lot of big people. Like I was just telling my guy, Blue Diaz, who's sitting right here.
Shout out to
the other
Blue
day,
Diaz in
you
the
know what I'm
building.
saying?
Y'all already know.
You
I
already know.
remember
Let's
being
go.
in meetings with oh man, damn.
Talk to me, brother.
What's the guy's name? Game's old manager that went down for Pac. That
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
talking
forgot.
about,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's in jail right
Yes,
now.
Yeah, he's
right?
in jail
for
right
life.
here.
I remember having meetings with him where I was showing him my first DVDs, the first Grand
Man,
on
what's
TV
his name?
DVDs.
I can't think his name.
Him. Rest in peace to Chris Lighty.
Chris
I remember
Lighty.
being in the offices with Chris Lighty. Shout out to Lori Dobbins. I used to be sitting in with her a lot, going to the office, and I would see all of them in there. That's where I first met 50 back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these guys that I was able to be around, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can't say that they've been around this. I've seen Biggie in person. I've seen Pun in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around. So a lot of the stories that I was hearing or I was witnessing, I seen this firsthand. You know what I mean? But when that Me Too movement hit, it was over.
Right.
It was no more these young girls had to do whatever it takes to get in the game, and these dudes had all carte blanche to do whatever, because now it was like you were being now scrutinized for what you was doing. But back then, a lot of these girls knew when they went to these offices and stuff like that, they were making it happen, and then they started turning it around to young men as well. It wasn't just the young girls. It was young men that they was doing that too.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that this stuff always been around. You know what I'm saying? It's
Kyle 17, what up?
There's a crowd of people that, you know, you gotta distance yourself from. And again, if you let money blind you like that, then that's you.
Some
But
people
it
would
couldn't
do
have- it
anything
couldn't-
for
it
that
couldn't- it couldn't
almighty
have been me.
dollar, Flip.
But I do think that the fame is another whole level.
Nowadays,
You know,
fame is more popular than money.
If they can put you in a place where you got 20 guys who's been touched and they live in life and they cool with it, you can get into that circle. I would never get into that circle, but you can get into that circle
Right.
and don't feel like you doing anything wrong, or you know, first time trying something and then everybody's agreeing with it. So I believe that it's all about the crowd, right? Because you got street dudes that hang with street dudes. You got dudes that go both ways, hang with dudes that go both ways. So it's all about you stepping into that, you know what I'm saying, to feel comfortable. Because you're not going to feel comfortable if you're not with that crowd. You got to be with the crowd to feel comfortable.
Right.
And that's how I look at it. So those things has always been there. And sometimes it's not about money. Sometimes people just
Enjoy
like
it.
to get high and say, hey, look. But again, if it wasn't for the money, I don't think none of this will be a factor. I think all this would be like just okay. A lot of people got touched back in the days, and from uncles and aunts and all that
they
stuff
wind up
like
becoming
that.
predators as
And
an adult.
they become predators, but they don't speak about it. You never hear about it, not unless it's a small percentage of people that speak about them things, but it have happened to thousands of people that
Millions.
still got their mouth shut right now
Yeah.
and still remember their uncle touching them, their aunt, their father, all these different
Look how
things
long
like
it took
that.
for Kanye West to come out and say that.
Yeah.
You see that? He came out and said that he was letting his little cousin give him head, or he was giving his little cousin. I don't know what he said. It just sounds
Yeah.
crazy. So all of them years y'all been doing that, and now you out here running around
So-
like you strictly into women, but yet you was
But
doing
the-
a lot of sucking and kissing cousins.
Yeah, but the world make you feel comfortable with it. And once you feel comfortable, then you will open up. And that's the whole thing. Open up. I guess people look at it as once you open up, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that.
Landis 32.
You know, nobody
12,
say,
what's up?
nobody get to a point and say it's wrong, right? Everybody's just saying it's okay. Open up. This is who you are.
Not Trump.
Feel free.
Trump is like there's men
Yeah.
and women only.
But yeah, and I definitely respect that. But
Yeah.
the way the world is, it makes people be open on what their sex is. It makes people feel that way. And it's a lot of social stuff, man, that people need mentally. But again, if the world keep making people think that there's nothing wrong with it, then you're going to see a lot of people express. If I ever had been through anything like that, you know, the kind of person I am, I probably would be a closed-in person. If I was a kid and something happened, you know,
Right.
I don't know if I would have been like, you know, now I'm gonna get around these people and I'm gonna say, oh yeah, and I was doing such and such. I might personally get older and take you out. You know what I'm saying? I'll move like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to wait all these years and then blame people because of your sexuality and now you this and you that, and you're going to blame the person who's still walking around that's still alive. You're going to blame that person and say you're going to do it to somebody else now. Yeah. So it keeps moving and moving.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But y'all check this out. This is Mr. Flip Raw Talk Podcast. We're going to get into
we was talking
World of Rama. World of Rama.
We was talking raw right now.
Yeah.
Raw talk right there.
Yeah, I keep it official, man.
Everybody, whatever your preference is your preference, but don't force that on nobody else, man. Don't be out here doing no wild predatory stuff on people. If you was preyed on as a young child and that's eating you alive and you still questioning your sexuality or whatever like that, you know what I mean? Come out and just say what it is, and you can meet somebody else that is interested in that, and then y'all can live on that way. But don't prey on little helpless young children, or get people drunk or drug them.
Don't do
shit like that.
What people done to you. It's just straightforward.
Word.
Because everybody is not, some people, they get to a point where they say, hey, I don't want to live anymore, because they can't handle it. And just because you going through that pain and you decide to put it on someone else,
right? That's
just ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? And it happened in a lot of cases, man, and I think it's time to say, we all go through different things, man, and I might not go through that, but just basic life, we all got something that feels like, I don't have nothing like that, but just general life is hard enough, so we all go through different levels of things. But, we go back into how do we fix it, how do we change, and if we can't see where it's wrong at, if the world continues to keep telling people that things is okay, and you get to the point and you saying it's okay to be like this, there's nothing wrong with it, if nobody's going to stand up and say certain things is wrong, then how could we fix it? It cannot be
trying
fixed.
To make it seem like it's okay.
Everybody's saying it's right. So if something is not broken, the way they look at it, why fix it? This is the new world that we in. And we might look at it and say it's wrong, but it's just difficult to really tell people this is wrong. Open up. Tell people how you feel.
A lot of people's a little bit too sensitive.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't open up. Sometimes you gotta be in a place where the right person. Because if I'm gonna talk to anybody, it's gonna be somebody I trust.
But even that, when you could trust somebody and tell them your most dark, deep inner secrets, and y'all can have a small little falling out that could be worked out, but that person is already now running and telling your business to somebody else.
They're exposing you.
And when they saying what you told them, they saying it from their perspective. They're not even saying the whole thing. For somebody else to empathize with your situation, they just saying it to try to bash you and throwing their little twist on it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. So, based on different people levels, you might hurt that person.
What's up?
Person might be hurt behind it, and the fact that they never heal, then they go and hurt somebody else.
And we all like that. Growing up in the hood and growing up as a young black man in a hood and all of the obstacles that was put in our way, we don't realize that we all got PTSD just from growing up in a hood and having these obstacles against us, having the police, worrying about the police, worrying about getting money, worrying about surviving, worrying about going to get this job and getting turned down because of who you are.
Racism.
Racism, all of that, man. That gives us PTSD where some of us aren't really willing to handle the situation and move on successfully in life. You got to be a very strong-willed person to persevere from it. A lot of people can't, just like in the instances now with all of this child support and child custody situation. A lot of men aren't in their children's lives because they're not mentally capable to deal with the woman using that child as a pawn and them having to drag the kid through court and them having to pay child support and them working and getting a $19 check while the woman got the kid, getting the money. You can't survive, but she's over there with some new dude with your kid and you paying for it and she's just dissing you. That's a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot with that.
But I do think that the judges now are stepping up. They seeing what's going on. Things are changing. And if the woman feels like she want to play a game, it becomes a mental health for the child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's because a lot of kids are growing up and being very resentful to the mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know that firsthand. See, when I talk about stuff, I'm talking about stuff firsthand. So when I tell kids about, don't be out there killing yourselves. When I was 19, I was in the streets going wild, back and forth, and I got the short end of the stick. I got stabbed 20 times. I got jumped by a bunch of dudes, got stabbed, got survived. And you know what I mean? I raised a kid for 20-something years with a woman that I married, my first marriage, found out that the kid wasn't mine. You know what I mean? So I've been through stuff like that. So I could have PTSD in a lot of situations when it comes to relationships and different things of that sort. You know what I mean? So I'm speaking on this because I know I've done it. I still have things in my mind about situations.
Right.
So if I'm speaking on stuff and I'm telling you, nah, you shouldn't be like this or you shouldn't do that or be precautious when you go through this, go through that, is because I've been through it. And I'm telling you from experience.
And I also feel like there's a way to pick us up as black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the young generation. They should have more options, right? So one of the options, in my opinion, would be to go serve the country, right? Go get your education and come out to be a better man. Now, if you die out there fighting for your country, what would be wrong with that if you dying for your block?
Exactly.
If you dying for your block, why don't you do it for a bigger purpose so your family can have something to say, my son died for fighting for his country. You know what I'm saying? So let's get more realistic here and start thinking that way. But I do think that people who's incarcerated, some of them, not all of them, should have the possibility of going to the service for a second chance.
But see, that's like you said it's all about money. The money's the root of all evil. That is the reason why they're keeping these men in jail. Because a lot of the men that's in jail are strong soldiers, strong, strapping dudes that could go into war for the country, but they'd rather keep them in jail.
Yeah, but I feel
That's
like
stupid.
I feel like to really go in like a combat war would be very different.
Real Charlemagne was something.
You know what I'm saying? That would be very different than running down a block with an Uzi and shooting back and forth. But that's just my opinion. So I think people should give the opportunity to say, man, if you get out of jail, we'll put you in the service. You go to war, you get your education, you get shelter, you get money in your pocket, an opportunity to make a choice to change your life. I think those things is possible. So this is Mr. Flip Raw Talk Podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get a pop in. We gonna get World Rama in the building. Y'all gonna see me call him he don't got me twisted up. What I used to call you before?
World Drama.
I gotta forget that. He forgot it himself.
Yo,
Drama Rama.
Yeah,
I was saying Drama Rama.
Rama.
But World Rama is the official name, man. He gonna kick a little something, man. We gonna get one beat playing, man, because we out of time, man.
This is Blue Diaz Productions.
We gonna do it right, man. So let's go on Mr. Flip Raw Talk Podcast. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, man, get your live going, Blue. Get your live going, Blue.
What up, Blue?
Yeah, Blue Diaz Production, y'all. Y'all know it. The EP coming, World of Rama's Vision.
You already know. Blue
Y'all know
Diaz
how we
Production.
living.
I produced the track.
We
Let's
giving
go,
thanks
bro.
for Thanksgiving. We don't miss. It's like Christmas. We got gifts. Competition get pissed on. Word is born from night to early morn. Raw Talk Podcast. We do it. We'll bust your eye. We can't curse. What's going on? My verse is so ill. Bars and Hoops Radio. We on the go. My flow is so unique and sleek like a road that I'm riding on in my car, cause I'm a star. Chill by far, y'all ain't rocking with me. Y'all can't get with me. Oh, I take it from your kidney or your liver. I deliver anything. I come through and you snakes be slithering. I'm chilling with my children. When I go home, I'm a father. Y'all know that I'm a starter. Any drama you want, I come through and I flaunt. I'm like that ghost, cause you know that I haunt your house. When I'm in your girl, I douse her with that love juice. Y'all niggas can't mess with me, cause you know I get loose. I produce, oh no, Blue Diaz produced this track. Y'all niggas know I rap, and you know you get a slap if you try to stab me. Oh, you know I come through, and you know that I'll give you anything when I run through.
Let's
shit
go.
down. Ain't no shooting up each other. We come through and we do, oh yeah, that guy's my brother. And if your moms are good, then I'ma blaze your mother. Oh, I'm like no other. I'll say what I want off the top of the brain. My name is World-A-Rama. Slime you when I'm done. I hurl you when I'm done. Oh, hold up, I got guns, and that's only for the enemy. I come through, and you know Queens vicinity. Yeah, it's in me. I'll be spitting on these beats, and you know when I spit, it's just so unique. It's off the top, I say what I want from my brain cells. Don't smoke no weed, oh, I might do, oh well. Can't tell the joke that, you know that my raps, when it gets on the microphone, it attack tracks. Like an octopus grabbing all of these mics. You know that when I get on the thing I like, I say what I say, I spit what I spit. Y'all be on my it. Oh, hold up, I got chill with the kids. Oh, we got people listening. I'll be glistening like when you come out the shower. Oh, I got an hour. Oh, only got 10 minutes because the beat is going low, so that means the show is over. Hold up like the rover, go fetch something. When I come through, y'all get bent something. And you know that I'll be fronting. When I'm in back of your girl, I whirl the rama and I get oh your mama. I can freestyle all day. I say what I want and I'm gonna rest in peace, K Slade.
Y'all heard it first. World-A-Rama in the building, man. Showing Mr. Flip love.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. Y'all can check me out every Saturday from 5 to 6. I got my man Blue in the cut over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to thank him for showing up. He's not on the camera, but maybe we get him
We
in
on
here
his live.
before.
We on his
We on your
live.
live. Shout out to all your peoples,
Everybody
man.
know.
Once again, this is Mr. Flip Live
Shout out to my
Podcast. Y'all
dude
already know
DJ
what it
Willie who
is.
just fixed my other car. So you know what I mean? That's why we came in kind of late because we was getting the car fixed.
Yo, we're about to air out, man. Peace, man. I appreciate you, man, for coming in. World-A-Rama in the building. And y'all already know I got his shirt on. Make sure y'all go out there.
You got
Support,
shirt and
support,
hat.
support, support,
Uh-huh,
support.
yeah.
Peace, y'all. Make
At
sure y'all
World-A-Rama.
catch me next Saturday, 5 to 6, Mr. Flip War Talk Podcast. Peace.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in. You know what I mean?
Bring them
Landis
people over here.
3012. Bozzy Bucks was goody. You already know what it is. Look, you know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to my boy World-A-Rama in the building,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Flip World Talk Podcast. Make sure y'all follow me, Mr. Flip 23rd. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come up here, talk to my G,
It's a fact.
World-A-Rama, and
Word.
he'll get you up here. Peace.
Don't forget, y'all, Lucy the movie out right now. Loosey, the movie. Grind hard. All
right. I felt like I need some. I forgot my damn water in the bag. I felt like I needed my fucking water.
Hell yeah. Damn, I wish you had a little bit more. Because I was just freestyling. I was going to spit
Now
some
we can do a
great
part
shit.
2. We can do a part 2. If you want to, we can
You
do
was
a part
busy
2.
talking about these, you know what I mean?
Yo, that's what I want to say, man. Yo, you really good on politics, man.
Yeah, son.
We need to talk about that. We need to come up
Yeah,
here and
man.
do a little something with that, you know?
Yo, man, I'm real political with it, like militant actually.
Yeah, I think that
Militant with it, man.
is this still on right here or this still recording?
No, that's still going. That's still live.
Yo, shout out to all the peoples. World-A-Rama in the building. This is Mr. Flip World Talk Podcast. Y'all already know what it is. Catch me every Saturday from 5 to 6. We got 7 radio stations, man. So y'all, it's a 24-hour radio station, Bars and Hoops Radio. That is the foundation. Make sure y'all check us out. Peace.
Let's get some pictures going. You already know, man.
Let's get some pictures.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Bars for Real Cypher tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll send you another beat, man.
Another beat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that one is still going.
We about to
Well, you want this off?
Stop it.
yeah.
Don't. Oh, he said.
Oh, you can start from over there?
Nah, I just wanted to.
Oh, I was gonna say you got that. Let me know. I need one of those.
Oh, like a remote.
Yeah, thank you everybody that was tuning in on the live, you know what I'm saying? We here, you know what I mean? Mr. Flips, Raw Talk. Y'all know he's talking about them real topics and shit like that. But yo, thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna see y'all at the next one. You already know.
Yo, World-A-Rama is, you know, it's politics. I thought he was just an actor. I thought he was just a rapper.
Yeah.
But I'm finding out today that he is politics.
Yeah,
man.
man.
He knows what's going on. He cares about the young generation
It's a fact.
as well. So as brothers, we can talk about it.
Right.
We can make some changes in how to help our youth.
That's a
how do
fact.
we do it?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
As OGs, we gotta start
OGs, yeah.
we gotta start speaking up for the youngins
We have
and
to.
letting them know, man, it's better out there for you.
Right.
It ain't always just go crazy and stuff like that and do dumb shit. We gotta know the right things and we are now could lead the future to do better for themselves. We can't just be out here trying to talk that crime stuff, because we all are guilty of it, rapping about crime and doing all of this and that.
Right.
But that's not going to be beneficial for our youth coming up. I got sons, so I got to make sure I set a good example for them. So, you know what I mean? Thank you to everybody for tuning in. And if you're watching this and you got a little son or you got a little nephew that's going crazy and he trying to get into music, have them holler at me, man. I could get them on some platforms where we could teach a little bit of positivity on them. It ain't all about drilling and spinning on everybody. If your family or your life is in danger, I understand. But other than that, bro, like, there's no reason for y'all to be recklessly killing each other. Because when the real civil war happens, then we going to be short on soldiers.
And it's coming.
So with that being said, yo, stay alive, stay free, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? And eat healthy, too.